What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Ben Thomas Show. Thanks for coming back, guys. We freaking called it. Dark Side Anakin, or Light Side Anakin, maybe the definitive Anakin, is now being given to us by Hot Toys. And of course we got to talk about this because Anakin, while this is an absolute fire release, and I'm very, very excited to see this may stir up some controversy with some folks. So let's talk about it. If you guys like the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and let's get into it.
I give you Ben Thomas Showtime. Here we go.
Okay guys, welcome back. So I'm just really flipping through these photos for the first time. This is exciting. You know, when the last version of Anakin Skywalker came out, I think they called it Darth Vader, honestly, and you know, we were saying, well, it's not quite Dark Side Anakin, right? Like there was some changes that needed to be made if we wanted it to be a kind of what we felt like was a proper Dark Side Anakin. But this is giving us both, right? Both options for Anakin Skywalker. They're literally just calling it Anakin Skywalker as of right now. Is that a working title? Maybe we'll find out. Maybe they'll update that. I'm not sure. This is coming from Secret Base, so they could change that, or this could be what they're kind of expecting folks to say. Is this the definitive Anakin Skywalker? If you get both looks, both colors of lightsaber, which is crazy, actual interchangeable eyes, right? So you can plop those eyes out, which honestly I found out recently the hard way with my T1000 that the eyes come out actually relatively easily. Not for the best on that version, but this is cool because if this is meant to be purposeful, this gives us so much playability with these figures, so much of a reason to even potentially consider two if you want to display both looks at the same time. Maybe you have no Anakin Skywalker in your display, which seems rare nowadays, but I'm one of those. I've been the person that's felt like I've been waiting for the Anakin Skywalker that I would want to collect. I didn't need it to be rooted hair for me. That was not something that I felt like for me I wanted to deal with, if I'm honest. And I wanted the ability to have the dark side look because that's one of my favorite looks for Anakin Skywalker. But I didn't necessarily want to commit to a light side because I knew that if a dark side came out, that's the one I'd want to go for. So with this being able to be both, that is really, really cool. Now, doesn't look like he comes with a lot otherwise. I think the, again, interchangeability of the character is what's most predominant here. The base does look really cool though, I will say. And of course, that Mustafar kind of he's rising on. In this photo with Obi-Wan Kenobi, I wonder if that's a 2.0 tease of an Obi-Wan Kenobi, as well as maybe his own section of new base, which could be cool. It really looks like it's recreating that scene from Mustafar, which is really, really cool. Guys, I'm excited to see what you have to say about this because I know a lot of you out there as well did pay potentially some pretty wild dollars to get that last version, just in case they didn't give us a dark side Anakin down the line or another light side that we liked. Even the sculpted hair here is wild. To me, Hot Toys has really changed the game in a lot of ways over the last year with how they do their sculpting. For me, it started actually with the TVA Loki hair. That hair for me was amazing. This is crazy. This almost looks rooted depending on how you're looking at it, which is crazy because, like, honestly, it just means that they're nailing sculpts these days. You don't need that rooted hair look. That's just a bit of a gimmick for me at this point. And let's be honest, they almost do the style better with the sculpting. Sometimes the frizziness of the actual rooted hair just doesn't sit right. Okay, so let's talk about the likeness because I'd also say this might actually be my favorite likeness for Hayden Christensen in a figure form that we've gotten, and none of the other sculpts have been any slouch by any stretch. In fact, I think the last one was also incredible. They've really found a way to dial in Hayden Christensen from all angles, and because you can give him both eyes, it's just such a cool option. And so I think he looks fantastic. If we get a final variant that comes out as good as this prototype looks, I'll be a happy man with this one. Now, it does look like this is going to be a limited item. That to me is unfortunate because I do feel like Hot Toys could really rake it in with this one, but at the same time, the limited nature of it does drive collectors to have that FOMO. So don't buy this out of FOMO. Like, only get this if you need it, or if you don't have a definitive Anakin in your display, just like me. And I do think this is going to be one that sells out pretty quickly. So if you're going after it, keep an eye on when that pre-order date goes up. I'll know a little bit more information in the coming days that we can discuss that as well. Potentially on the next Let's Get Nuts episode, we'll have a chance to see how people fared for this, depending on when that window is up. Are you going to go after it? If that's the case, I am going to definitely try, but I hate the limited thing lately, because for me, if they're not going to number the limited items, then I honestly wish that there was a actual like timed window that you could order these bad boys in, and then that's how many exist, right? There would still create some level of limited nature to that design while giving people an opportunity who aren't maybe working to actually lock this bad boy in. So that would be a criticism of limited items, but otherwise, I mean, this is pretty sweet. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, do you feel like this is potentially that D word, the definitive Anakin? Finally, is this it? Or do you guys like your last one, that artisan version, potentially the Darth Vader option that you already have? Maybe you've made your own tweaks and customized what you had in the past, or maybe this is just one too many Anakins at this point. Maybe you're like, don't need it. Already got it covered. It's all good. Let me know what you guys have in your display. Let me know which one you want. And if you get this, how are you going to display it? If you guys liked the video, hit the like button, smash the subscribe if you're new to the Ben Thomas Show, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Wow, what a great audience. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because subscribing makes you feel good.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.